Hello and welcome to the Data Crunch podcast, where we simplify the complexities of data analytics so you can focus on what really matters, driving business growth and results. I'm Vadym, your host, and joining me today is Ievgen with a knack for turning ideas into strategies. Welcome, Ievgen.
Thanks, Vadym. Excited to be here today, as always, and let's tackle today's topic together.
Let's do it. So today I want to talk about hidden ideas in marketing, in business data, in digital analytics, something that we can't see all the time, but we would like to, because we want to see the full picture. Let's start simple, Ievgen. What are those blind spots in marketing in 2025?
Now, that's an amazing topic, and this year is just starting out, and I have already too many things to talk about. So first, it might be inaccurate attribution, or the wrong attribution model, okay? Or the bad website tracking, which leads to gaps in the customer journey, or misaligned budgets. Basically anything, because of the bad data, because of the reports that you cannot trust. And those gaps in data, in analytics, they could inflate costs, obscure ROI, and making decisions harder. Well, marketers, business professionals, they still have to make decisions, and they will still make decisions even without having the data. But the decisions based on the reports that you cannot trust cannot be data backed. And we all know, if decisions are not anyhow data driven or data informed, the chances of being wrong are significantly higher. So addressing those hidden areas isn't just about better analytics or better data or better reporting or even better marketing. It's about maximizing the value of every marketing dollar spent. Therefore, more revenue generated for the business.
Okay, that's a big deal. Let's break this down into manageable pieces. What are some of the most significant blind spots marketers are dealing with?
I would say that first it comes down to disconnected systems, like not having suitable reports or having the siloed reports. It's a traditional problem that most businesses face, 99% of businesses face, maybe 100% of businesses face, because you cannot rely on 100% of available data. So marketers often rely on some analytics tools, like Google Analytics, to measure digital performance, like clicks, conversions. What else do they have to measure, right? It's the number one analytics tool in the market. But C-level business owners, they care about business outcomes, which are represented with some real-life objects like clients, orders, qualified leads, closed deals, this kind of type of objects that are not available in Google Analytics. And there is no linking between sales reports or finance reports somewhere in QuickBooks on one hand, and then Google Analytics on the other hand. They are completely disconnected. Without linking some sort of backend data from ERP system, CRM system, from the website CMS, to the analytics system such as Google Analytics 4, marketers cannot have the instruments to attribute the campaigns to real business value. So they might think that the campaign is profitable, but without linking it to the final money in the whole user journey, it's like judging a race but by just the starting line.
Well, that's fascinating to know. Let's talk about how does OWOX BI helps bridge this gap?
Look, we see a lot of the opportunities here. So OWOX is an analytics tool with templates and pre-built data models. In the hand of a smart marketer, a pretty techy one, or a data analyst, it takes a few clicks to run a simple data model that is suitable for most of the businesses and connect your own data. So then it all is working. Like blended data from website tracking, G4, yes, with ad campaigns, with sales, with leads from the CRM. This data model that you can run out of a template creates a single source of truth for all the organization's data. Well, that data that you connect. Then you can just build reports out of that model, share across the teams and stakeholders, use the same metrics definitions, same joining keys, same data, to get clear insights from that data and put them back into your marketing campaign.
I see. That is interesting. Could you give us an example? Let's say, how can I find which campaign was the most profitable over the lifetime?
So, for example, if a marketer wants to find out which ad campaigns leads to, let's say, high value sales, or was the most profitable over the lifetime, all you have to do, like literally everything you have to do, is just run the templated data model for your industry, specify your own GA4 account, and just connect a few tables, like clients and orders. That should be enough. You might need to tweak it a bit, but basically it's a matter of minutes to launch. And look, you don't need to share your data. You just specify the table where the data is available. Everything happens inside your data environment, inside your data storage.
I see. That is definitely a game changer for proving ROI for reaching business results. But while we are focusing on driving results, there is another big challenge marketers face daily: privacy. So cookie expiration time, ad blockers, regulations, fines, no tracking data. Let's talk about that. Cookies are disappearing, and I know that's causing anxiety for marketers. What's the core challenge here?
Look, basically it all comes down to attribution. Yeah, you might say, well, I've asked you about the privacy, why attribution? Look, without traditional browser-based third-party cookies, marketers really lose the visibility into user behavior across sessions and devices. For example, if someone clicks a Facebook ad today but converts 8 days later, not 14 days, not 30 days, just 8, traditional tools may fail to link this conversion to the ad that this user watched. But if the user is using Safari browser, he won't be tracked tomorrow. 24 hours, that's it.
I see. That sounds like a tough situation, really. So how can marketers adapt to this change?
Basically, there is just one solution. All you have to do is just to track everything on your side using your server. Okay, it might be not your directly, you don't have to put a computer inside your office. I mean, the tracking should not be done by the browser, so you just need to switch to the server side. We do that out of the box with OWOX BI Streaming. Then there is a little bit more complicated in setup and maintenance server-side Google Tag Manager, Stape, a lot of other solutions on the market. So we basically set another cookie for you, which is extended. So the cookie lifespan is up to a year, not 24 hours. And this type of web analytics setup ensures that marketers can see better, can see more, can see the full conversion path, can see the full customer journey, even when traditional third-party cookies from the browser disappear.
Okay, I see. That's proactive and essential for staying ahead. Another critical area is balancing acquisition and retention. Many businesses pour resources into acquiring new customers but neglect retention. Why do you think is this such a common issue?
Look, it's super specific for each business. Based on the industry, it might be way cheaper to retain or to reactivate than to acquire a new customer. But it might be different. Sometimes it's just very expensive to retain a customer and it's cheaper to get a new one. That's not a sustainable business model, but I have seen the situation where this would work. But basically, it's just because of the fact that acquisition metrics, the traditional ones like website sessions, clicks, signups, they are just easier to measure. Retention, however, involves a deeper understanding of the customer lifetime value, churn rates, net retention rate, loyalty, which require deeper analysis and deeper skills to calculate all that. Plus, it's typically out of the marketing department for many businesses. Sometimes it's customer success, or that's a happiness department, you name it.
Yeah, that makes sense. So what's your advice for striking the right balance between acquisition and retention?
The best advice here is to listen to your data. Collect the data from advertising platforms, web analytics, CRM systems. And by the way, we are about to announce a free way of collecting data from any platform. So stay tuned. It's going to be 100% free, literally no hidden costs, nothing at all. All yours, all for free. So map the data all together with the templated data model from OWOX. Build reports that are specific to your business and get a clear view of the side-by-side acquisition and retention efforts. Just figure out what it costs to retain $1 or what it costs to get $1 new in. That's it. Then you can apply some of the classic methods like RFM analysis or cohort analysis. And we've recently updated our free pivots and charts generator actually, and it now builds cohort reports as well. I'm using it almost every day.
Well, that's really actionable, Ievgen. Beyond acquisition and retention, another aspect is focusing on vanity metrics. We always hear about those. Why is it so complex to track what matters the most? What's the problem here?
Look, vanity metrics create a false sense of success, like website traffic. It's great to have it, but it doesn't bring revenue, right? Or social media followers. It looks impressive that your page might have 1 million followers, but it doesn't necessarily drive even engagement. I'm not even talking about the revenue or business growth. So the real problem is that nobody really teaches this, how to select the right KPIs. There are not so many videos or courses about the KPIs, about what are the right metrics to track and what to focus on, because that is specific to your business. We know a lot about that from working with our customers. And look, this episode is not about metrics, it's not about how to select what to track, but we definitely need to record one.
Yeah, that's a great point. We'll need to see how we can record an episode on KPIs. KPIs are important for sure. So how can marketers avoid this trap? Can you share with us?
Look, let me just go over very quickly. So start by defining clear business goals and the department KPIs. They drive metrics to measure. Data folks should have a process for interviewing different teams about what's important to them. For marketing folks, there are really two main metrics: customer acquisition cost and the customer lifetime value. I think we have a separate video about that, about how to define the right KPIs actually. So let's leave a link in the description to this video.
Yes, that's a great practical advice, and you'll see a link in the description. Well, today's discussion was packed with insights. So if you had to summarize, what are the top 3 takeaways for our listeners?
So the first one would be to collect all of the data, the backend data, and connect it with the analytics data, so you can gain a full view of the performance. Next, prepare for the cookieless future by adopting server-side tracking. You can use OWOX BI Streaming, for example. And then number 3 is to focus on actionable metrics that align with business outcomes and avoid vanity stats.
Yes, those are solid points, Ievgen. Thank you for sharing them with us. And for those looking to eliminate their own blind spots, head to the OWOX website at owox.com and explore our tools for better data integration, advanced analytics, and actionable insights. Get started free now and start making data-backed decisions with confidence.
Thanks for having me here today, Vadym.
Thanks, Ievgen, and thank you to our listeners. Be sure to subscribe for more actionable tips on analytics. Take care and keep optimizing. We look forward to seeing you in the next episode.